हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी का हमारे चैनल इग्नो सेंटर पर। तो दोस्तों, आज का जो समरी है वो समरी और डांस ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट बाय वुली सोइनका के द्वारा लिखा गया पुस्तक के बारे में है। और दोस्तों, ये जो समरी है वो लास्ट जो अपडेट किया गया था 13 अक्टूबर 2020 को पूरी इंस्पेक्शन करके ये समरी को बनाया गया था और ये समरी पब्लिश की गई थी हमारी वेब पेज के द्वारा। तो दोस्तों, हमारे जो सेंटर से वहाँ से हमें नोट्स मिलते रहते हैं, तो आप सभी को हम वहीं से नोट्स प्रोवाइड कराते हैं। तो आशा करते हैं कि ये नोट्स आपको एग्ज़ाम में और आपकी जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है उस पर हेल्प करे। और ये जो नोट्स है प्रीवियस जो समरी इंट्रोडक्शन की नोट्स होते हैं जो असाइनमेंट में और आपके कभी एग्ज़ाम में पूछे जाते हैं, तो ये यूज़ किया गया था। और यूज़ करते समय स्टूडेंट्स की जो मार्क्स आई थी वो बहुत अच्छी थी, जो हमें देखने को मिला। तो दोस्तों, आशा करते हैं ये नोट्स आपको हेल्प करे फर्दर स्टडी और ये जो प्लॉट समरी है वो समझने में। तो चलते हैं हमारी इंट्रोडक्शन की तरफ। इंट्रोडक्शन। Wole Soyinka play A Dance of the Forest was first performed in 1960 during the Nigerian independence celebration. In the prose passage that precedes part 1 of the play, Aroni, the messenger for the Yoruba god forest father or forest head, tell the audience that he has agreed to invite two dead people to the eponymous dance of the forest because he feels sorry for them. As with much of Soyinka writing, the play that follows in an allegory for turmoil in Nigerian history and the tendency of those in power to glorify the past. The play earned the ire of many Nigerian elites for its largely negative allegorical representation of them. And the plot of the summary is plot summary. During a Yoruba festival known as the Get-Herring of the tribes, a group of seemingly unconnected villagers flee to the woods to escape the festivities for various reasons. At the same time, a dead man and a woman escape from their graves and ask each of these villagers to listen to their pleas so that they might finally achieve eternal rest. In a previous life, the dead man was a captain for a corrupt emperor known as Mata Karibu. The dead woman was the captain's wife. The villagers who have fled to the forest and gathered together are Adinibi, Dimoki, Obiniji, and Rolla. Adinibi is a member of the government and he finds the gathering boring. Dimok is a talented wood carver who was hired to create an ornate to be used at the festival, but he doesn't want to witness how the villager will use it. Obaniji is a municipal recorder's workers who says he respects the festival, but it makes him nervous to be around so many people at once. Rola complains that she had to escape the village to get away from her extended family who have come into town for the festival. Once these facts are established, the next sense introduce the one-legged god Aroni, who talks with the tree demons Murity. Aroni is searching both for the living human who have entered the forest and for the dead couple. Aroni summoned the unsettled soul of the dead man and woman because a Buriko of village Sut Hasser was sent to ask the forest god to send illustrious ancestor to attend the gathering of the tribe. Insist Aroni roused the spirit of the two accusers or people who were wronged and never received justice. Unbeknownst to them, the reincarnated spirit of those who had wronged the dead man and woman were lured into the forest. Aroni arranged this so that the spirit of dead couple could finally find peace and the current reincarnation could rectify their past sins. In a subsequent sense, another Yoruba god, Ogun, guardian of metal workers and artisans, get sorry. So we are here. In a substance sense, another Yoruba god, Ogun, guardian of metal worker and artisan, gets Muriti drunk on the wine left behind Agboriko as part of the village offering to the forest god. Ogun hoped that Muriti will tell him where to find the living villagers because Ogun wants to protect Dimoki from Isuro, a wayward spirit of the forest. Isuro wants to punish Demoki for killing a man who was a devoted follower of Orun. The next scene The next scene returned to the village to the full villagers during sorry friends. The next scenes returned to the four villagers during their conversation. The four villagers discuss a recent accident with passenger lorry that was carrying nearly double the number of people for which it had capacity. Obaniji is interested in this accident because he is responsible for recording the name of everyone involved. Obaniji asks Edinibi, who works in the council office, that approve lorry permit to provide him with a list of passengers after revealing that only 5 of the 70 passengers survived a fire aboard the lorry. Rola and Edinibi accused Obanji of being insensitive since he wanted it to record the name of people involved, including the man who was bribed to approve the permit. All of this talk led to a discussion of death. Dimok interjects that he would rather fall to his death than be burned like the lorry passenger. Citing his appearance recent death, Jimoki explained how he could have reached out and touched Odimol. His appearance as he fell from the top of the scared agaba tree that he was helping to carve into the totem for the gathering of the tribes. Each member of the group explained how he or she would like to die. Rola tries to kiss Baniji to demonstrate how she liked to die, indicating that she wanted to die engaged while engaged in sexual activity. Obenji rejects Rola at once, but the other realizes that Rola is the notorious local prostitute called Madame Totrais. The men chastise Rola for the recent death of one of her patrons, and they comment that she really fled to the forest because her family member would not allow her to walk while they were in her house. The dead man and woman continue to wander through the forest before approaching the village again. Jemuki is the only one in the group who will speak to the dead man and woman. Jemuki asks if the dead man has spoken to Urimuli and whether Urimuli has accused Demuki of murder. After the dead man and woman depart without answering him, Demuki confessed that he pushes Urimuli to his death out of envy that his appearance was asking, overtaking his talent. Discussed as Demuki's father, Ogun continues to search for Demuki. At the beginning of part 2, Muditi and Esoro discuss the present state of things. Isuro is irritated both because Aruni summoned two death spirits that the village would never embrace and because of the destruction of the forest. Asuro is especially angry that Dimuki selected a scared tree to use for his carving. He vows to take revenge on all humans, including Dimuki. In the next scene, it is revealed in a conversation with Aruni that Obenji is actually the forest father or forest head in disguised, and he wants the villagers in the forest to admit to and at one for the scenes. Suddenly, the play shifts backward in time by 4th century to a scene in Mata Karubu's court. Rola becomes the Madame Tortoise of the past, Karibu's newest queen. Demoki is the court poet who has been involved with Madame Tortoise. In a conversation between the two, Madame Tortoise asks the poet to retrieve her canary. The poet sent his novice to fetch the canary because she knows it is an impossible and dangerous task. Madame Tortoise only asks a man to fetch her canary when she hopes to get revenge on him or to be rid of him. Meanwhile, Mata Kairibu is angry with a warrior who is the dead man from part 1 for not taking his armies into a neighboring kingdom to retrieve Madame Tortoise wardrobe. Kairibu wants the warrior executed for treason and has him imprisoned. Madame Tortoise tries to seduce the imprisoned warrior who refused her sorry who refused her advance as retribution. Madame Tortoise as the warrior's pregnant wife, the death woman from part 1, killed in front of him. Simultaneously, the poet novice falls from the roof of the palace trying to get Madame Totra's canary, breaking his leg in the process. This scene shows parallel between the past and the present, revealing that the reincarnated souls are repeating the scenes from the past life. The drama of these scenes play out as God watches. Isuru remarked that the deceased warrior was foolish, after which he and Ogun quarrel about Jimuki. Soon afterward, the dead woman appears before Forest Head and begs to have her unborn child removed from her sleeping womb. After the half-child is removed, Isuro, Ogun, and Jimuki become involved in a scuffle trying to grab a hold of the child. In a flurry of confession, Isuro tricks Jimuki into setting fire to his totem that is waiting to be used in the festival for the gathering of the tribe. Thus, Isuro succeeds in punishing Jimuki. The play ends with the revelation of everyone's past identities. The villagers of the present are astounded to learn the truth about the past. Forest Head and Aruni speak about the nature of the past and the present as the play ends. दोस्तों ये प्ले थोड़ा लंबा रहा, पर ये प्ले से आप सभी को बहुत हेल्प मिला होगा आशा करते हैं, क्योंकि ये प्ले बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट था और थोड़ी रोमांटिक और इंटरेस्टिंग था। इससे रोमांटिक तो क्या कहें दोस्तों, ये थोड़ा घोस्टिक टाइप का था, तो दोस्तों थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग रहा ये पोएम पढ़ने में मुझे भी, और इसका स्टोरी भी थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग था। तो दोस्तों आप सभी को ये समरी पसंद आया होगा आशा करते हैं, और यही आप रेफ़र करें क्योंकि ये पास्ट 2 ईयर्स से चलता आया हुआ नोट्स रहा है। तो दोस्तों थ्रू यूट्यूब के द्वारा हम इस साल पब्लिश कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि इसी साल थोड़ा टाइम मिल रहा है हमको ये नोट्स पब्लिश करने की। तो दोस्तों अगर आप हमारे चैनल पर नए जुड़े हैं तो ज़रूर हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब, लाइक और शेयर ज़रूर करें, और कोई आपको नेक्स्ट टॉपिक पर डील करना है तो हमारे चैनल पर कमेंट कर दीजिए, और अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा तभी आप हमारे चैनल पर कमेंट कर दीजिए, ताकि हमें भी एक उत्साह हो जब आपके लिए वीडियो बनाएं, और ऐसे ही रिलेटेड वीडियोस लेने आने के लिए हमको एक इंस्पिरेशन मिले। तो दोस्तों धन्यवाद।